Brace yourself for a morning show meltdown that'll leave you speechless. Picture a glossy TV set buzzing with anticipation, suddenly erupting into a fiery clash of egos, insults, and jaw-dropping chaos. This is a story of Meghan Markle turning a routine Good Morning America interview into a train wreck so epic it had America choking on their coffee. If you love celebrity scandals that explode out of nowhere, smash that subscribe button and drop a comment. Have you ever seen a guest go this unhinged on live TV? Let's dive into this disaster. The Good Morning America studio was electric. That morning lights blazed like a rock concert. Crew darted around with clipboards and earpieces, and a faint whiff of coffee mingled with the polish of a multi-million-dollar set. Michael Strahan, the king of morning TV, was in his own, him, NFL legend turned host with a smile that could charm anyone. He's tackled a lister's world leaders, even cranky politicians, always keeping its smooth and warm producers pitched this as a no-brainer. A quick chat with Meghan Markle about her charity work and new projects. Feel-good segment to lift viewers' spirits over their toast. What could go wrong? As the theme music swelled and faded, Michael leaned into the camera with his signature grin. Good Morning America. I'm Michael Strahan, and we got a special guest today. Please welcome Meghan Markle. The audience clapped loud but polite. Meghan glided in her designer dress, hugging every curved diamonds. Flashing under the lights, she sank into the plush chair. Opposite Michael, crossed her legs, flashed a polished smile. For one fleeting moment, everything seemed perfect. Thanks for joining us, Meghan. Michael began, his voice warm as ever. Our viewers are pumped to hear about your charity work. You've been busy with some big causes. Meghan's posture shifted just a hair, something flickered in her eyes. Well, Michael, I'm glad to be here, but frankly, I'm surprised by how basic that question is. I'd expect more from someone like you. Bam, the first shot fired. The studio air thickened. Camera operators swapped stunned glances. Did she just throw shade? Michael didn't blink. Years of media training kicked in. A smile steady as a rock. Fair enough. Let's dig deeper. What kind of impact are you aiming for with your foundation? Meghan's tone turned sharp, almost condescending. Impact? Michael, you're missing the whole picture. This isn't just impact, it's transformation. It's flipping the script on social responsibility. But I guess that might be too big for some to grasp. The dig landed like a slap. The control room buzzed with nervous energy. Michael leaned in curiosity. Genuine. That's fascinating. Meghan, can you share specific examples of this transformation for our viewers? Her laugh was sharp enough to cut glass. Specific examples? You're stuck in that old-school media mindset, Michael, where everything's got to be a soundbite. My work's on a higher level. The audience stirred, murmurs rippling. This wasn't the warm, fuzzy chat they'd signed up for. Michael stayed cool. I hear you, but our viewers come from all walks of life. They might want to pitch in. How can they contribute? Meghan's eyes narrowed, her voice climbing. That's a problem. Everyone wants to contribute, but no one wants to wrestle with the messy truth. They want a gift trap. Real change isn't that simple. Producer was sweating now, signaling the floor manager to redirect. This interview was spiraling fast. Michael tried to nudge it back. Let's talk about your New York trip. You hit up some community centers. What was that like? Meghan wasn't biting. You're hung up on the trip, not the systemic garbage those centers fight. That's the shallow journalism holding us back. Michael nodded, unfazed. I'm all ears on systemic issues. What's the biggest? When you saw her reply was pure venom. The biggest people like you with huge platforms asking the wrong questions. You're wasting millions of eyeballs on fluff. The audience shifted uncomfortably. Some viewers at home probably fumbled their remotes. Michael's jaw tightened, but he stayed calm. I appreciate your take, Meghan. We're here to inform and inspire. If there's a key issue, let's shine a light on it. Shine a light. She scoffed. This isn't you giving me anything. It's you doing your job, right? When did you last push a guest out of their comfort zone? Or use this show for real talk, not celeb hype? The control room was chaos. Producers debated, cutting to commercial. Camera angles shifted to catch the storm. Michael held firm. We covered all here. Tough news, inspiration. You were invited to share your charity story because people care. If you want to switch gears, we can switch gears. Meghan's voice hit a new octave. Everything's connected. Michael, charity, politics, justice, and equality. That depth might be too much for morning TV. The insult hung heavy. Crew members winced. Michael took a breath. Hand steady. Our viewers could use specifics on getting involved. Actionable steps. Or laugh was bitter. Actionable. First stop dumbing down conversations. Second, treat your audience like they can handle big ideas. The attacks were personal, now relentless. Michael gave her another shot. I see your passion. What sparked your charity drive? Meghan fired back fast. What sparked me? Watching influencers like you fumble their power. Present company included. Silence slammed the studio. Only The hum of gear broke at Michael's smile cracked. I'm not following, of course. Not that's the core issue. You're tossing softball questions about trips. When kids are starving, families are shredded by racism, women are crushed by patriarchy. And you asked about inspiration. Michael's patience was fraying. Those are big issues. Let's dive in, but personal shots won't solve them. Personal shots. I'm educating you. Michael, big difference, though that might be lost on someone who's built a career on celebrity. Workouts and recipes that hit hard. Michael's journey from athlete to Emmy-winning journalist was no fluke. He'd covered COVID elections, tragedies, his jaw clenched. I've talked to leaders, prize winners, change makers. I take this seriously. Do your tone turn mocking? Looks like you take the paycheck seriously. There's a difference between showing up and stepping up. Control room meltdown, execs on phones, producer yelling cut to commercial, but Michael stood tall. I invited you as a guest, and I've given you every chance to share your message. I won't take insults to me, the show, or our viewers. Your viewers, Meghan, sneered at the problem, sipping coffee, feeling good about watching charity segments, but doing nothing. Real gas from the audience. Real people who'd shown up felt slapped. Michael's instincts flared. You're selling our audience short. They're teachers, nurses, parents, hustling every day to contribute. Meghan's voice climbed. Showing up and paying taxes isn't contribution, it's bare minimum. Real change demands sacrifice. Discomfort too much for morning TV fans. I bet social media was exploding. GMA down, trending clips going viral. Michael's edge sharp, and be careful judging our audience. Careful's the enemy. Everyone's scared to offend, keeping the cozy status quo while real issues rot. Because hosts like you play it safe. What hard questions should I ask? When did you last challenge viewers? Biases make them squirm with truth, or is it all fluffy entertainment posing as news? That struck Michael's core. I've covered disasters, tragedies, injustices. No need to attack to prove commitment. Don't you from here? You look like a teleprompter reader. With a nice smile, dead silence. Michael's composure teetered. This isn't productive. Let's wrap. Now you want to bail. When it gets real, typical Dodge discomfort, it's about respect.